Hi guys, we're back for another video. This time it's going to be a TIE fighter and a U-wing. I'm going to look at them slightly separately, probably start with the TIE fighter as it's a lot more bare bones. I have only built this one with ion engines, so it will only fly in space, but I've loaded as many weapons onto it as possible and managed to fit a lot of batteries and gyroscopes in, even though you can't really see them. I've also been working a lot more with timer blocks on these two builds, so if you hit that button, first the door will turn on the inside, the hinge will unlock, a second after that this will start coming down, and the moment it's in position at 90 degrees that door will open automatically for you. I thought it'd be quite a nice feature, seeing as this is more bare bones, to have the cockpit off when you come in. You just hit that button, the lights will come on and all your screens will turn on. It's slightly difficult to see while I'm connected to the station, but I'm just turning on the forward and backward lights, the engines, as well as the antenna. And I did design these two to be loaded in together to dogfight if you're playing on survival or creative together with a friend, so they are both fitted with rear-mounted weapons. The forward of the TIE fighter is fitted with 2 auto cannons, 1 Gatling gun and 2 rocket launchers as well. So that one's pretty much it for the TIE fighter. And when leaving you just hit the button on the right and it will reverse what we did when we went in. If you were wanting to find this one, it is on the Mod.io workshop under TIE-LN Starfighter. As far as the U-wing goes, this one took quite a lot longer to build as it's got a lot more moving parts and intricate details such as the gaps where the wings go and then the timing mechanisms for the doors. I really wanted to do the full timer mechanism for entering the ship, but no matter what I did, the button layout just looked clunky and forced and didn't fit. So I went for 2 separate buttons. One of them controls the lock-in mechanism on the hinge and the other one controls the reverse angle. And then as soon as you're on the inside, you've got a button on the left to open the inner door and 2 buttons on the right to go back on what you've just done with the lock and the reverse. This one is survival mode ready as well. You've got a survival kit at the back and everything's connected via the conveyors. This one uses hydrogen, atmospheric and ion engines. This is the bombing room at the front we didn't quite see in the skit at the beginning. Going up towards the ladder gets to the cockpit. So once you're in the cockpit, set up via controls on your D-pad, you've got separate actions to turn on the ion, atmospheric and hydrogen engines. Moving on to the second, you've then got the antenna as well as the forward and backward lights, and a couple on the wings that flash red and green as well. On that same one, you've then got controls for the wings to open and close, and you get a bit of a better idea of the mechanism as it slides through the engine gaps. Well, there's a gap as well. This one's on the Mod.io workshop under U-wing UT-60D Mark 1. On this bit I did want to show you the full closing mechanism for the door when you're inside, but I did forget to lock the outer hinge when we came in, so that door doesn't actually come up, although it does come up towards the end when we leave the ship again. As far as the weapons go on the U-wing, you've got 2 assault cannons, 2 rocket launchers, 2 railguns, and 2 auto cannons. There's also a camera mounted on the rear where you've got 2 assault cannons as well as 2 rocket launchers which are mounted above the camera. And the last little thing on this one is just a little bit of fun. You've got an alarm system with a sound block as well as rotating red lights, with separate controls for all the lighting systems as well. And that pretty much wraps it up for this one. I am trying to go in a bit of a different direction with these Space Engineers videos and make them a bit more cinematic and, well, if I'm being honest, a bit more fun to watch. If you have made it to this point in the video, feel free to leave a comment and let me know if you like the new way I'm kind of going with them, or if you prefer the older way. Which again, if I'm being honest, is only one video, the Shuttle Tidarium and Heavy Landing Craft one. And until that point, I'll see you next time, guys. Thank you very much.